Hey guys, how you doing? Yes, my name is Kathu and welcome to my channel. Learn Maths with Kathu. So, in our last lesson, as we were going through multiplication of whole numbers, I left you with one question for practice. If you don't know what I'm talking about, I'll leave the link to that video in the description box below so that you're all on the same page. So, what is the question? Work out this times this. Okay? Yes. So, remember that the order we are following is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Okay, so this is basically the order we are following. So that means that we leave 7 spaces after we multiply the first digits. Okay, we leave 7 spaces. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Are we together? Yes. So let's do that. So we'll multiply the first digit. The first digit is 9 times 2. What is 9 times 2? 9 times 2 is 18. Okay, so we'll write an 18 over here. And then leave how many digits? 7 digits. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay, and then multiply the last digit, which is 1 times 1. 1 times 1 is 1. Okay, so we'll write our 1 over here. Are we together? Yes. So as usual, let's start working backwards. Okay, so let's start by dealing with these 2 digits. Okay, let's deal with these 2 digits and assume that this part is not here. Okay, so when you do that, I will multiply 1 times 1. What is 1 times 1? 1 times 1 is 1. Okay, 1 times 1 is 1, and 1 times 2 is 2. So 1 plus 2 is 3. Okay, so we'll write a 3 over here. Okay, so if you don't know what I'm doing, I recommend you first watch the lesson on multiplication of whole numbers so that we are all on the same page. Okay, yes. So the next step is to deal with the 3 digits. So we'll start dealing with this 3 digits over here. Okay, and when we are dealing with 3 digits, we said that we'll be multiplying the first digit with the last, and the last with the first, and the middle ones together. So what is 2 times 1? 2 times 1 is 2. Okay, plus 1 times 1 is 1. Okay, so 2 plus 1 is 3. Okay, 1 times 2 is 2. Okay, so 2 plus 3, 2 plus 2 is 4. 4 plus 1 is 5. Okay, so we'll write a 5 over here. Are we following? Yes. Let's now deal with these 4 digits. When we're dealing with 4 digits, we'll multiply this with this with this, and this 2 will cross multiply like that. Okay, so 3 times 1 is 3. Okay, 3 times 1 is 3, plus 1 times 2 is, we are assuming this part is not here. So 3 times 1 is 3, 1 times 2 is 2, okay, plus 2 times 2 is 4, plus 1 times 1 is 1, okay. So what do we get? 3 plus 2 plus 4 plus 1 is 3 plus 2 is 5, 5 plus 4 is 9, 9 plus 1 is 10. So we'll write a 0 over here and carry a 1 here. Are you following? The next step will be to multiply the 5 digits just as they are. So that means we'll multiply this digit with this digit, this with this, and the middle ones will deal with them the way we dealt with 3-digit numbers. Okay, so 9 times 1 is 9. Okay, so you can write that down. 1 times 2 is 2. Okay, 3 times 2 is 6, plus 1 times 2 is 2, and 2 times 1 is 2. Okay, so when we add 9 plus 2 is 11. 11 plus 6 is 17. 17 plus 2 is 19. 19 plus 2 is 21. Okay, so that means that we'll write a 1 here and carry a 2 over here. Okay, so the next step is to, now that we are done dealing with the 5 digits, we'll start dealing with the 4 digits like this up to here. Okay, so we'll assume that this part is not here and deal with the 4 digits as they are. Okay, so what will we do? We'll multiply 9 times 2. So we're assuming this part is not here. Okay, so we'll multiply 9 times 2. 9 times 2 is 18. Okay, 9 times 2 is 18 plus 1 times 2 is 2. Are we together? 3 times 1 is 3, and 2 times 2 is 4. Okay, so when we add 18 plus 2 is 20. 20 plus 3, 23. 23 plus 4, 27. So that means that we'll write a 7 here and carry a 2 over here. Okay, now that we've dealt with the 4 digits, let's deal with the 3 digits. That means that we'll assume that this part is not here. Okay, so we'll only deal with that part that is untouched. Okay, so what is 9 times 1? 9 times 1 is 9. Okay, plus 2 times 2 is 4, plus 3 times 2 is 6. Okay, yes. So when you add this, what do you get? When you add 9 plus 4 plus 6, you get 19. Are we together? So we'll write a 9 here and carry a 1 over here. The next step is to multiply these 2 digits. That means that we'll assume that this part is not here. So we'll multiply 9 times 2 is 18. 3 times 2 is 6. 18 plus 6. What is 18 plus 6? 18 plus 6 is 24. So that means that we'll write a 4 here and carry a 2 here. And now we have basic arithmetic. So we'll add this plus these numbers that we've carried over here. So when we add that, we have 1, 3, 5, 0. 1 plus 1 is 2. 2 plus 7 is 9. 2 plus 9 is 11. So 1 carry 1. Okay? 1 plus 1 plus 4 is 6. Are we together? 2 plus 8 is 10. 0 carry 1. And 1 plus 1 is 2. Okay? So that means that the answer to this question is this number here. Are we together? Are we following? Yes, and that's about it. So that's the answer to that question. That was quite easy, right? Exactly. So now that we've done that, you can go through what I wanted us to talk about today. So today, I'd like us to talk about division of whole numbers. Okay, I'd like us to talk about division of whole numbers. Okay. So here, we'll start by going through the common or traditional way of dividing whole numbers, and then we'll do some tricks here and there. Shall we begin? So we'll start by going through the common or traditional way of dividing whole numbers. So before we begin, I'd first like us to understand what the terms divisor, dividend, and quotient means. Okay? So a number that's okay. So should I explain this in words? No. Let's do an example so that you're able to understand what I'm saying. Okay? Yes. So let's go through this example. Yeah, because I've realized there's no point of explaining what a dividend is, what a quotient is. I'd rather show it to you. Okay. Yeah, but in a nutshell, a quotient is basically the answer to the division problem. Like what you get as your answer is what we call the quotient. Okay, and the dividend is basically the question itself. It's basically the question itself, and yeah, that's basically it. And the number that's being used to divide another number is what we call the divisor. So this is the divisor, this is the dividend, and the answer to the question will be the quotient. Okay, so let's go through this question. So anytime you see a question like this, we are going through number one. Huh? So anytime you see a question like this, you should automatically know that you need to know table 999, which won't be a problem because we covered that some time back. Okay, and this is what we said about table 999. 999 times 1 times 2 times 3 times 4 times 5 times 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. This is basically what you said about table 999. If you can't remember what you said, I recommend you watch that video. I'll leave it in the description. I'll leave the link in the description box below. Okay. Yes. So let's now start by dividing. Okay. Let's now divide. Where is 999? Where is this number in our table 99? This number is in between this and this. Okay. So that means that we'll go with this because this is less than this. Okay, so that means that we'll write a 9 over here. We'll write a 9 over here because as you can see, 9 times 999 is 8,991. Okay? Yes. When you subtract that, you get 990. Okay? The next step is to drop the 2. Okay, so when you drop the 2, you have this number here. So where is this number? Where does this number fall in our table? This number is in between this and this. Okay, so that means that you'll go with this because this is less than this. Okay, so that means I should also write a 9 here because as you've seen, 9 times 999 is this number here. Okay, when you subtract this, you're supposed to get when you subtract this, you're supposed to get 911. Okay, the final step would be to drop the 3. When you drop the 3, you have this. Okay, so where does this fall in table 999? This is in between this and this. Okay, so that means I should go with this because this is less than this number here. So you'll also write a 9 here because as you've seen, 9 times 9 times this is this. When you subtract, you get 122. Okay, and here there's nothing else to drop here. So we've basically finished answering the question. Okay, we've basically finished answering the question. So this part is what we call the dividend. This number here is what we call the dividend. As I started by saying, a dividend is basically the question itself. It's what the question is asking. Okay, this is what we call the divisor. This 999 here is what we call the divisor, what is being divided here. And this, the answer to our question, is what we call the quotient. So the quotient of this question is this 999. Okay, and here we have a remainder. Okay, so that means that the answer to this question is 999 remainder this. This is the answer to this question. Are we together? Yes. So let's look at another example. Let's look at another example. Let's now go through this second question that I wrote here. This second question. So anytime you see a question like this, you should automatically know that you need to be conversant with table 23. Okay, you need to be conversant with table 23. And for table 23, the first thing you should do is write out tables 2 and 3, just like I've done here. Okay? Tables 2 and 3, just like I've done here. After which we'll add these numbers with the digits in the first place. With the digits in the tens number place for this table. Okay, so what exactly are we adding? Let me draw out what we are adding. So we'll add this part. Okay, this is what we are adding. Okay, so 2, what is 2 plus 0? 2 plus 0 is 2, then retain the 3. 4 plus 0 is 4, retain the 6. 6 plus 0 is 6, retain the 9. 8 plus 1 is 9, retain the 2. 10 plus 1 is 11, retain the 5. 12 plus 1 is 13, retain the 8. And yeah, for this other part, we still continue the same procedure. So we'll add these numbers with these parts. Okay, so this is basically what we are adding. Okay, so 14 plus 2 is 16, retain the 1, like that and like that. Okay, and with that you have your table 23. That was easy, right? So now that we know table 23, we can answer this question very easily. So let's now divide this number by 23. Okay, so this is what we call the dividend. This is the divisor. The answer that we'll get is what we'll call the quotient. Are we together? Yes, so we can start by dividing. So where is 121 in table 23? 121. 121 is in between. Okay, I forgot to mention. This is 23 times 1 times 2 times 3 times 4 times 5 times 6. This is 23 times 7 times 8 times 9 and times 10. So this will make it easier for us to answer this question. Okay, so where is 121 in our table? 121, this is a comma, this is not a number. Don't get confused. So 121 is in between this and this. Okay, so we'll go with this because this is less than 121. So that means that we'll write a 5 over here, because as we've seen, 5 times 23 is 115. Okay, yes. So when you subtract this, you get 6. Okay, but this subtraction is a challenge. I'll leave the link to that lesson in the description box below. Subtraction of whole numbers. So the next step will be to drop the 5. When you drop the 5, you have 65. So where is 65 in our table 23? 65 is in between this and this. Okay, so that means that we'll go with 2, because as we can see, 46 is less than 65. Okay, so we'll write our 2 here, because as you can see, 2 times 23 is 46. Okay, when you subtract this, you're supposed to get 19. The next step will be to drop the 1. So where is 191 in table 23? 191 is in between this and this. Okay, so that means I should go with this, because this is less than 191. Okay, so that means I should write an 8 over here. Okay, so we write an 8 over here. So 8, because 8 times 23 is 184. Okay, when you subtract this, you're supposed to get 7. Are we together? And just like that, you have your answer. So the answer to this question is 528 remainder 7. Okay, we have a remainder here because we don't have anything else to drop down, and we don't have anything else to drop down. Okay, so let me repeat one last time. This the question is what we call the dividend. This is what we call the divisor, and this 528 is what we'll call the quotient. Are we together? And that's basically it. So now that we are done doing that, you can go through some few tricks here and there. So let's now learn how to divide any number by 9. Okay? Let's learn how to divide any number by 9. Okay? Yes, and dividing any number by 9 is actually very easy. So let's look at an example. Let's do this example over here. Okay, so the first step is to rewrite the first digit. Okay? So we'll rewrite the first digit. And the first digit of this number is 5. So we'll rewrite that 5. Okay? So let's do that. We'll write the 5. Okay. And then we'll start adding the digits after that. Okay? So after rewriting the first digit, we start adding the digits after that. So 5 plus 9 is 14. Okay? So that means that we'll write a 4 here and carry a 1 over here. Are we together? Let's continue adding. What is 14 plus 0? 14 plus 0 is still 14. Okay? Yes. So that means we'll also write a 4 here and carry a 1 over here. Moving on swiftly. What is 14 plus 4? 14 plus 4 is 18. So we'll write an 8 here and carry a 1 over here. Okay? And yeah, we'll treat this last digit a little bit different. So, yeah, we'll still add it, but now we'll divide it by 9. Okay? We'll divide it by 9 first. So, what is 18? 18 plus 9. 18 plus 9 is 27. Okay? So, we'll start by dividing 27 by 9. Okay? And when you divide 27 by 9, you get 3. Okay? So, we'll add that 3 over here. Okay? And then now you have simple arithmetic. So what is 8 plus 3? 8 plus 3 is 11. So we'll write a 1 here and carry a 1 over here. 1 plus 4 is 6. 1 plus 4 is 5. And 1 plus 5 is 6. Okay? And just like that, you have your answer. So the answer to this question is this number here. Are we together? Yes. So let's look at another example. Let's look at another example. So this. So here, same thing, same concept. Okay, so we'll continue. We'll start by adding. We'll start by rewriting the first digit. And the first digit of this number is 1. Okay? So that means that you'll write a 1 over here. And then you start adding. So 1 plus 7 is 8. So you'll write an 8 here. 8 plus 7 is 15. So you'll write a 5 and carry a 1 over here. Okay? 15 plus 1 is 16. So that means that we'll write a 6 here and carry a 1 over here. 16 plus 4 is 20. So that means that we'll write a 0 and carry a 2 over here. Okay? And we agreed that we are treating the last digit differently. Okay? So that means that we'll add the last digit, but we'll divide it by 9. So what is 20 plus 7? 20 plus 7 is 27, okay? When you divide 27 by 9, you get 3, okay? And instead of adding 3 here, you add the 3 over here, okay? So when you add the 3 over here, let's now add and see what we'll get. 0 plus 3 is 3, 2 plus 6 is 8, 1 plus 5 is 6, 1 plus 8 is 9, and 1, okay? And just like that, you have your answer. The answer to this question is this number here. Are we together? Yes. So let's now go through an example that will leave a remainder, okay? Let's go through an example that will actually leave a remainder. Okay. So let's go through this example. Same thing, same procedure. So we'll write the first digit and then start adding from there. Okay, so we'll rewrite the 5 because 5 in our case here is the first digit. Okay, so when we start adding, we have 5 plus 3 is 8. So we'll write an 8 over here. 8 plus 1 is 9. We'll write a 9 over here. 9 plus 4 is 13. So we'll write a 3 and carry a 1 over here. 13 plus 5 is 18. So that means that we'll write an 8 and carry a 1 over here. Okay, and for the last digit, well, we've agreed that we are adding it over here. Okay, so 18 plus 8 is 26. Okay, so when you divide 26 by 9, you have to get a remainder. Okay, because 26 is not divisible by 9. Okay, so 26 is not divisible by 9, so that means that we'll have a remainder. Okay, so where does 26 fall in table 9? So we'll go with 2 because 18 is less than 26. Okay, so we'll write a 2 over here and then add as usual. Okay, so when we add, we have 8 plus 2 is 10. So we'll write a 0 and carry a 1 over here. 1 plus 1 plus 3 is 5. So we'll write a 5 over here. 1 plus 9 is 10. So 0 carry 1. 1 plus 8 is 9. And we have a 5 over here. Okay? And we established here, after adding the last digit, we got 26. Okay? And what is 26 divided by 9? 26 divided by 9 leaves us with a remainder. 26 divided by 9 leaves us with a remainder. So 26 divided by 9 is 2, remainder 8. Okay, because 2 times 9 is 18. When you subtract 18 from 26, you get 8. Okay, that's what I'm saying. 8 is the remainder when you divide these two. Okay, so after adding this, so our final answer will be this remainder 8. Remember, this 8 we got when we were dividing 26 by 9. Are we together? And just like that, you have your answer. Is that clear? Yes. So here I feel like I should do one more example. Let me just do one more example so that the concept sticks. Okay? So this is another question that will leave us with a remainder. So as usual, we'll continue adding the way we've been doing it. So we'll write the first digit. The first digit is 1. Okay, so we'll write a 1 over here and then start adding. 1 plus 5 is 6. So we'll write a 6 over here. 6 plus 7 is 13. We'll write a 3 here and carry a 1 here. 13 plus 5 is 18. So we'll write an 8 here and carry a 1 here. 18 plus 2 is 20. We'll write a 0 here and carry a 2 here. 20 plus 9 is 29. We'll write a 9 here and carry a 2 here. 29 plus 8 is, what is 29 plus 8? 29 plus 8 is 37. So we'll write a 7 here and carry a 3 here. And now for the last digit, okay, so we'll add the last digit and divide it by 9. So 37 plus this 3 is 40. Okay, so 40 divided by 9 will also leave us with a remainder. Okay, 40 divided by 9 is will be so when you divide, what is the closest number to 40 here in table 9? The closest number is 36. Okay, so we'll write a 4 here because 4 times 9 is 36. Okay, and for us to know the remainder that we'll be left with, we'll subtract this 36 from 40. Okay, and as we can see, we'll see that our remainder will be 4. Okay, so okay, let's not get ahead of ourselves. Let's first add this. Okay, so 7 plus 4 is 11. 1 carry 1. Okay, 1 plus 3 plus 9 is 13. So let us 3 and carry a 1 here. 1 plus 2 plus 0 is 3. 2 plus 8 is 0, carry 1. 1 plus 1 plus 3 is 5. 1 plus 6 is 7. and this one over here, okay? And we established that 40 divided by 9 is 4 remainder 4. And we got the remainder by subtracting the 36 from 40, okay? So that means that our answer will be this remainder 4, okay? Are we together? And this is what, as I said, as I started by saying, this is what we call the quotient. Are we together? Yes, so I'd like to stop there for today. So I'll do a part 2 so that we continue learning more tricks. Okay, so we can call it a day. And of course, don't forget that math is all about practice. Make sure you practice until the concept sticks. Are we together? Yes, additionally, I'd like to mention that I offer tutoring services. So if you're interested in getting tutored, please make sure you fill out the Google form that I've included in the description box of this video, as well as all my other videos, okay? I'll reach out to you as soon as possible, okay? So, if you enjoyed the lesson, feel free to like, share, because sharing is caring, and subscribe so that you don't miss any time I upload a new video. Subscribing is free, yay! See you in 2 weeks' time, same place. Bye!